All right. Well, we want to welcome everyone here as we begin our first rough cut draft for the AMAAF Emerging Leadership event that is coming up this Sunday. And of course, the American Martial Arts Alliance, and we have a foundation and institute, is all about really bringing martial artists together to help them tell their story. And we have with us the founder of the AMAA, Grandmaster Jesse Bowen. Grandmaster Bowen, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Jim. How are you doing?
Doing great. Well, I am very excited about the event that we're going to be having coming up, and I know we're going to be having some great speakers. And the first run that we did in July honored Grandmaster Chuck Norris, and I'm very excited about the book that the AMAA has been able to produce, Masters and Pioneers, featuring, of course, in the highlighting Grandmaster Chuck Norris. And, on the heels of that, I know during this time now more than ever, leadership is such an important topic. Tell us a little bit about what is the Emerging Leadership Conference all about that's going to be coming up this coming Saturday.
Hey, Jim, thanks. Yeah, that's going to be on December the 12th. The Emerging Leadership is a project we started working, I guess, about a year ago. We were planning on launching this in Chicago. It really is about leadership. We're at this place in our history, not just about the coronavirus and the pandemic, but we were already heading towards a change in technology, new information. Everything has been changing. So an emerging leader now for us means that people are developing the skill sets to be able to continue to grow and to thrive. If you had a martial arts school and times are tough, sometimes you have to stop, reevaluate, and then move forward. But as you're committed to moving forward, even if you've closed your martial arts school down, but you're committed to move forward, we're really hoping this next year it's going to be much better. So now when you move forward, you want to be prepared for this new technology, all the things that's changed that you have to adapt to in this new economy. And so the emerging leaders are about people that are learning, growing, developing, and being motivated. We hear on the news about how much of an impact mentally the coronavirus pandemic is having on us, from stay at home, loss of income, food lines, all these things. Well, those are things that's happening to us. If I'm in the midst of it or someone else is in the midst of it, we still have to keep our hope and our faith that it's going to get better. So what we've done is bring in inspirational coaches. So we got Laura Silva Quinzada, who is a renowned motivational coach and speaker. Really, phenomenal. You have to be in one of her classes. She's going to be speaking about prosperity. For us, prosperity doesn't always mean money. It depends on where you actually are. Prosperity can mean health. It can mean a lot of different things. Right now in prosperity, if you're trying to move your business forward, that's about financial prosperity. So we're bringing in all these motivational coaches because it doesn't matter what lessons you learn if you are not mentally, physically, and emotionally prepared to take advantage of it, then it's going to pass you by. So this event is a one-of-a-kind event, hosted all online. You can bring your martial arts students in, your staff development. This class and the programs we're going to have going on are excellent for staff development. We're going to have martial arts training classes. This is a great class for to have someone else teach your class. We have Grandmaster Bill Wallace is going to be doing a seminar, flexibility and kicking. We have Jana Thornton. She's going to be doing a seminar on sport karate. She is a 28-time world champion. That's something really pretty huge there. And what I'm going to do, Jim, I'm going to go through the calendar of what we have going on. This is going to start early on Saturday morning. If you're on Eastern time, it's going to be at 9:30. Now, if you're on the West Coast, it's going to be a little early, but we have so much packed, that's happening. And this is also honoring Grandmaster Chuck Norris and the release of the second edition of the Martial Arts Masters and Pioneers book. So this is the second edition. So the book now is about 582 pages. So it's really massive as a book. To my knowledge, it's the largest martial arts book printed, especially a biography book. And so we've got about 200 martial artists we're featuring in there. And this event is about them also. So, and that's going to be Saturday night. They're going to be doing an awards acceptance. Grandmaster Norris, his wife, Jana Norris. So it's going to be a whole evening packed with a lot of really great things. So we're going to kick off on Saturday morning at 9:30 with an opening ceremony. We're going to have Floyd Smith is going to be with the Fifth Dimension. He's going to be singing the national anthem as a tribute to Grandmaster Chuck Norris. You and I are going to be opening it up. Then at 10 o'clock, we're going to have Laura Silva Gonzalez. She's going to kick off her program. And then we got Rob Robertson. We got Reggie Cochran. Now, these are motivational coaches. I'm going to be doing a program, and it's how to become an author in 90 days. And as we looked at the different people we could introduce to not only motivate people, but to give them new information, I decided to really focus on helping people tell their stories, helping them become an author. We started a publishing company here a year ago. And so I want to be able to help people to be able to, tell their story. How do you become an author? What other things can I do to create my revenue? I'm going to be covering 18 ways in which you can monetize your book. So in other words, if you're looking for things to do to add to your business, or you're stuck in a place and, your story, this emerging leadership, there's a book coming out next year, and the book is going to be talking about the stories where people have endured the hardship of the coronavirus pandemic, but they have grown from that. So it's going to be a whole book about telling their story. So there's many avenues that people can tell their stories through that will be inspirational and motivation to other people. So I'm going to be on at 1 o'clock. We've got Lawrence Arthur. This is great for your staff development. He's going to be doing a class on staff development on motivation. Jim, hey, you're on at 3 p.m. We have Jeff Smith at 4 o'clock and Toby Milroy. We have Bill Superfoot Wallace. So we have quite, and this is just the motivational classes. When we go back in the training classes, we have Mandy Jakes. She's going to be doing a meditation class. We have Steve Hammersley. We have Art Camacho. He's going to be doing a class. If you want to learn how to get into the stunt business, into the movies, he's going to be doing a whole class on that. We have Jana Thornton. We're going to have a special all-day thing going on with the Sport Karate Museum, the AMAAF book release. Dana Abbott's doing a class. Mark Shuey's doing a class. And then at 6 p.m. on Saturday, we start into the tribute of Grandmaster Norris and the other 200 martial artists, recognizing them. So this program is going to be going on all day, pretty much about 9 or 10 o'clock in the evening. There's a registration fee. And with that registration fee, you get, if you decide that you want to get a book, then that $8 is actually given back to you, credited back to you for your purchase of a book. So we have a lot of things going on. It's been exciting this year. We're wrapping it up. Again, this is the second edition. We were not able to make Las Vegas. We are planning already for Las Vegas 2021. Your mic is on mute for me, Jim.
So we're just giving you a little preface when you as you're learning technology, I actually teach a lot about being online, and even sometimes I forget that whole number one thing that people don't do. You know what that is, Jesse, during this time?
What's that?
It's that unmute button. It's still the number one thing. I was just watching some things on news coverage, same thing. But one thing I want to really encourage you all. This has been a real trying year in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways, it's been a real year of learning. Being the martial artists that many of you are, and especially at the level that you're at, it really is a great time to really impress upon the values that we always talk about within this community: the character, the virtues, just the things about really resilience, the discipline. There are so many things that we're always learning about, especially during this time of this pandemic. And this emerging leadership event is so very, very important. A lot of people should not also just take for granted. I'll be teaching about being online, for instance. Just a little thing like this, like you look at my backdrop. Of course, we have the beautiful Laura Silva right here as well, and some of the other speakers are featured here. But just by changing the backdrop, you can change the whole feeling of how people perceive you online based on what you do or what you don't do. We want to give you some really great practical advice to present yourself the best way possible, especially in this new virtual world. And, Grandmaster Bowen, I know this has been such a dream of yours since you saw, Chuck Norris, that thing that inspired you, the trophy. And you said, I want that trophy and I want a bigger one. No, that wasn't the motivation, but just how it gave you vision here. And, those that are looking at tuning in, those that have registered, what can you tell them in terms of preparing for this Saturday? Because it is an important time. It's not just, we hope that you don't see this as just another event. It really is preparing you for the new reality or the new normal, and also how you can really position yourself going into this new year. So, Jesse, what are some of the things that people can prepare themselves for mentally before going into our Emerging Leadership Conference?
Well, I would say, make a decision now. What is it about your life, your business or relationship or whatever? Make a decision now that you want something better. Now, Laura is kicking off that first part of the program. You have to be there for her event. Again, she's a world-renowned speaker. Her dad founded what is known as the Silva Method Training. Used to be Silva Mind Control a billion years ago. Now, I took that class almost 40 years ago, and this is where I know them from. And my teacher was a graduate of that course, and the course is about visualization, mentally having that communication between mind and body, understanding how you think, understanding how you work, and how you can make changes from the inside. You have that capability of being able to do that. You have capability to be able to set goals, to visualize it, to see it, and to manifest it into your life. So this is where we have to be. So I think one of the things coming to this program is really, it's about personal development. It's not about martial arts training. It's about personal development. And we're adding things on to personal development. That's the reason why starting with her class is one of the classes. You have to be there to experience that. The Silva Method Training, I went through it as a graduate, really turned my whole life around from losing in the martial arts to everything I touched, I began to win at. Then it was getting so successful after taking the class, I went back and I certified to be a teacher, an instructor, so I could teach others about themselves, the empowerment of themselves through the principles taught in the Silva Method Training. And so that's sort of my advantage or the blessing that I had, that I had a chance to go through this class, learn about myself, learn about manifesting, learn about, you become what you think about most, and how to be able to make these changes. And so I think that's one of the things to take away from this class, is that you can now be introduced. And this is what we're doing. We're introducing people to these concepts. Now, Laura has her own website. with all of her coaching training programs. They're on download, MP3 downloads. But I would, anyone, if I would to say to anyone what this program will bring, it will bring a sense of empowerment. The whole thing about my class on becoming an author, it's not just on becoming an author, but it's also becoming a speaker, doing what you're already doing, learning how to cultivate that into a new career for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jimmy, you were talking about the online things that, you know, you're teaching, and how to become an online speaker, how to be able to create a 5 or 6 figure income from doing these things. So my martial arts school may be down now, but what else can I do? How can I enhance myself? You know, you can have one door and only one thing comes, you know, through it, you know, but when you can now add other things, so you have a revenue generating system from your speaking, from your books, from your online classes. So I'm going to be covering there 18 profit centers that you can have by becoming an author. We want to help you become an author. In fact, in Vegas in 2021, we're going to be launching our first book expo. So we really want to help people to publish their books, market their books, and find out how they can change lives and make an impact. Just like with Chuck Norris, that was just from picking up a magazine. I became inspired by Chuck Norris. So it's hard for us to really realize sometimes, you know, how much impact we're having in someone else's life.
Yeah, that is really true. And I wanted to share the screen here. This is the American Martial Arts Alliance Foundation website, who's who in the martial arts. Do you see it there, Jesse? I think you
Yes.
see it. And we just want to encourage you. You know, you find out we have an online store, we have membership, the Emerging Leadership Conference. You're going to want to be able to join in on that. We also have an affiliate program during these times. You know, we have Amazon, we have a lot of these other corporate companies that have established affiliate programs. You can become an affiliate of ours, help us get the word out and be compensated as well for it as well. But we just want to make sure you don't miss out on this chance to really grow yourself. And again, as it says up here, it's going to be December 12th, 2020, and we're going to be releasing the second edition of the Masters and Pioneers book. And so, you know, I have a first edition here, which is very exciting. And the second edition is going to be just a revision of this, but also an upgrade in a lot of ways with so many hundreds of martial artists, 600 pages. And this is just a real historic time. And we really want to get you in the mindset of how you can really engage yourself in the new reality economy. So don't miss this time. Go on to Who's Who in the Martial Arts. Check out the website for the things that we have to offer there. Don't miss Laura Silva, and then also the other great speakers that will be speaking at this event here. And make sure you, again, go to Who's Who in the Martial Arts, register, and really become a part of our organization. And so before we let you go here, I just want to turn this over to Grandmaster Jesse Bowen. Any final words from you?
No, 2021 is right around the corner, and we're introducing a lot of different things this year with the American Martial Arts Alliance and the foundation and the institute. You know, we're going to planning to have a growth this year, so we're looking for individuals that would like to become join our organization, become a regional director. We're looking for state directors. We're trying to give employment or opportunities for people to grow. And that's what our organization is about. This year, we're setting up several scholarships. We're setting up, funding to support our members. You know, when they become educated how to run a business in this new economy, then we want to be their partners. We want to financially be able to help them and to support them. So if you're looking to become a part of an organization that's really looking to move forward, then I would invite you to join our organization. Please, if you have questions, you can give me a call or text at 919-618-8075. or you can email me at amaawho'swho@gmail.com.
Yeah, you don't want to miss opportunities to be able to really advance yourself, because now really is a great time to set yourself up. Make sure you go to who's who in the martial arts.com. Join us December 12th. Find out more about our organization here. This is Jim T. Chong, the Walk Star, along with
Jesse Bowen.
have a great one.